Hello trumpets, whether you're a fourth grader or a fifth grader, if you're interested in learning how to oil your valves, this is the video for you. It's very important that you follow these instructions step by step, otherwise you could result with a trumpet that doesn't play. So there are parts of the valve that you need to know in order to do this. This is the valve button and this is the valve cap. You don't unscrew the button, because then you'll end up taking the whole button off and then the whole valve will come apart and then you have a different problem on your hands. You're gonna unscrew the valve cap. Okay, you see? I'm slowly doing that until it comes loose, like that, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the valve out. Ooh, okay? So other parts that you need to know about, there's a little spring. Some of you might have the spring on the outside, some of you have the spring on the inside. That's what allows the button to come up and down. This little white piece right here, that's the valve guide. That's gonna be important later. The bottom part of the valve, where the holes are, is actually where you're gonna put your oil. So with your oil, you should have some in your case. If you don't, please let me know. It's very important that you only use one kind of oil on your trumpet and you don't start mixing oils. This says slide oil. This will work fine. It should say valve oil, and it should be in a clear bottle. If you have any questions on that, just ask me. I'm gonna unscrew the valve I'm gonna unscrew the cap, and you should do this before you actually take your valve out so you don't accidentally drop it. I've done this 1,000 times, so I'm pretty careful. I know what I'm doing. So you have your valve oil, and what you're gonna do is don't do it over your pants, don't do it over like the couch or anything. Please do this over a garbage can or a sink so that any drips that you have don't go all over the place. So what you're gonna do is you're going to point it down, and I'm not gonna put it in the holes, I'm just gonna put it around the edge. And I'm not even lightly, I'm just like tapping it and oil comes out. You just have to tap it. You shouldn't be squeezing or squirting. You don't wanna saturate it or get it too wet. I just put a very light coating of oil on it. Now, what you're gonna do is I don't know if you can see it, but look on the upper part where the spring area is, and you should see a number, and it should be whatever number valve you're doing. So if you noticed, I'm doing the third valve, which is the one closest to the bell, and I'm going to put, yeah, I can see it right there. There's a little engraving, you can't really see on the video, but I'm gonna make sure that that part faces the mouthpiece, okay? And I'm gonna just guide that in, and look, I have the valve guide kind of perpendicular to the trumpet. So this would be parallel. You want it perpendicular. If you look inside, you should be able to see where the valve guide sits. There's like a little indentation on the inside. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do tiny little twisting motions as I push down. And then when it's correct, you're gonna hear it lock in and it won't be spinning, okay? Then you're going to righty-tighty the valve cap all the way until it doesn't go anymore, and then you're gonna work the oil in. And then all you do is just press the valve up and down, up and down, up and down until it feels smooth, okay? Some of you might have your number facing the bell. If you put the valve in backwards, this is what happens. So I'm gonna do it incorrectly, if I can. All right, so I put the valve in backwards, and you'll get this sound. No sound at all, because the holes, you see how there were holes on the inside? They didn't line up. The guide is there to line up the holes so that when you put it in right, and I clicked it in again, sometimes it doesn't catch. You've got to be patient and gentle. There we go. And then I'm going to try to play D. There we go. All the sound flows freely through it. So hopefully that helps. If you have other questions, you can YouTube how to oil your trumpet, and that will give you some more answers, but hopefully that helped.